You cannot be with someone with beliefs and a lifestyle that completely cancels out your own. Being unequally yoked causes resentment, and it doesn't matter how fine both of you are and how much you enjoy each other physically. After a while, if someone's worldview completely clashes with and is in complete contrast to your own beliefs, you're gonna get tired of them. I know y'all saw the title of this video, so I might as well get on it. Many of you probably know about Meagan Good and her pastor husband Devon Franklin. Their relationship was well known after they released their co-authored book, The Wait, in which they documented their courtship and how they remained celibate until marriage. And that's all fine and dandy, except for the fact that now they ended it all after having been called relationship goals and role models for Christian relationships and stuff. All that just to be split up. Let me say this though, it was obvious from Jump Street that Meagan Good wasn't fit to be married to a freaking pastor. That relationship started solely off of physical attraction, and then this man set out on a quest to try and change this modernized, worldly celebrity woman into a housewife / first lady. And although he had idealistic thoughts, there was no change in this girl who enjoys playing in all sorts of loose skank roles for black entertainment. Now, I know I probably sound judgmental and everything, but look at the freaking facts. They not together no more. Some disagreements happened behind the scenes that were so strong, and they just freaking had to end it. And knowing his pastoral background and knowing Meagan Good's background, it's obvious what that disagreement was. Bro got tired of his wife embarrassing him out here dressed all inappropriately and playing these oversexed lewd roles out here in these Hollywood streets. And then it probably came to a head recently when she produced that comedy film recently with it had some, I think it's an Amazon flick or something like that, but got some dude laid all out on some bed ready for Meagan Good's character to do him some little nasty little favor and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, now what so-called man of God want to see his wife on a big screen everywhere, all over the place, playing some stupid role like that? If my future wife pulls some mess like that, I'll be divorcing her at the speed of light too. You know, there are two things that are wrong here. I'm gonna start with the man first. Devon Franklin, you as a pastor should have had much higher standards than what you settled for. The Levitical priesthood of the Old Testament weren't even allowed to marry a woman that wasn't a virgin. Now, I get that things are very different today and people can repent for their past mistakes. But even so, still, as a pastor, your standards must be high. There's no room for simpology if you want a spiritual position of leadership over people's souls. And number two, it's the mindset of the modern woman today. How can you get married to a respectable man and still be this unsatisfied? You see, that's why there's a YouTube market for men like Kevin Samuels, because you get girls that enter relationships, not all, and they don't know how to act. Going places half naked against your man's wishes, not submissive or compromising in anything at all, not willing to stop acting like she's single and on her hot girl summer, and not willing to let go of her assembly line of male friends waiting on her man to screw up so they can step up and pick up the pieces and crap. This is one of the reasons why a lot of respectable, decent dudes aren't getting married till they like mid-age, whereas in the 50s, men were getting happily married at 20. I'm gonna say this. If you are a man or a woman on your godly purpose, then I advise you not to try and change a worldly sinner into the spouse you need them to be. They will continually disappoint you 99.9% of the time, and then it just won't work out. Ain't no sense in trying to change people, because people only change if they truly want to. This is one of the reasons why I, as a young man, have set my standards to virgin only, because I have talked to girls in the past from worldly backgrounds, some of which weren't virgins. And as a young man that wants an orderly, God-serving family of his own, it is hard to peer bond with a woman that then already peer bonded with the whole block, neighborhood, and the freaking city. Just soul ties galore as she embraces all these dumb, modern, third-wave feminist standards of no morality and body positivity and self-conduct. Meagan Good is a product of her environment. modern woman with zero ties to old-fashioned morals, so it'll be impossible to take a woman like her and convert her into a first lady housewife. Unfortunately, the world we live in has made it so that many women today just don't feel any obligation to submit to their husbands in a biblical fashion, while ironically calling themselves Christians and claiming to be about what's written in the Bible. And that is in part why the divorce statistics are so high in westernized countries. I love the idea of being married, and that's something that I want for my life, but at the same time, I refuse to settle for someone that's going to be out here embarrassing me. Because once you make that bed, you got to lie in it.